In a brand new interview with Deadline, Sony chairman Tom Rothman talks a little bit about Spider-Man's future, and he specifically opens up on the current Spider-Man centric projects and gives us our first update on Marvel's Spider-Man 4. So again, this is coming directly from Sony, their chairman. This isn't, like a scooper of a scooper or a third removed cousin from Tom Rothman's third wife that's related to the kid on the playground that you knew in third grade, who also had an uncle at Nintendo who told you about Mario 98, right? This isn't that. This is Tom Rothman, like the man himself. So he was directly asked about what's next for Sony in terms of blockbusters, their key franchises, and Spider-Man. And this is what he said, and I quote, "Uncharted, Jumanji, and Spider-Man. We have our Marvel business, which breaks into three trenches. There are Spider-Man movies, and we're currently at work on 2 Spider-Verse sequels to our Oscar award-winning animated film with Lord and Miller. And we hope to get working on the next Spider-Man movie next." End quote. Okay, so first and foremost, he mentions Uncharted, Jumanji, and Spider-Man. So that's their 3 live-action pillars, in case you're missing it. The Jumanji franchise is still doing really well. The second film, obviously not as good as the first, well, the second of the recent ones, technically the third, but you know what I'm saying. Still, a lot of fanfare, but they're enjoyable. Uncharted, a unexpected blockbuster hit for them. Obviously, they said that's a franchise. The third pillar here, as he states, Spider-Man, and he says we have our Marvel business. And that's what he breaks down into the different versions. And as he says, right now, they are focused on working on Spider-Verse and the sequel, but next is Spider-Man, meaning that the next Marvel business, the keyword he uses here, Marvel business, aka the Marvel partnership, that's what they mean by Marvel business whenever they reference it in this way, is next up. So when everything is said and done, and they can allocate enough resources and the conversation shifts to, okay, this is entering pre-production, that's the next step. Meaning that the next time we hear about Spider-Man 4 is going to be the formal announcement of, hey, here's our announcement, here's the release date, maybe we got a director, maybe we got the script right now, here's who worked on it, we're moving to the next phase. And then you give it a year and a half or 2 years from that, and that's when we're going to see the release date. So overall, it's pretty awesome to hear Sony now openly talk about it and address the next Spider-Man film, because we've all kind of been waiting with bated breath, just going, okay guys, what's next? Don't leave us hanging here. And well, here's our update. So it's pretty awesome to get this type of update directly from the chairman, just acknowledging that, hey, we got that Marvel business and we're still in that Marvel business. So we're going to have announcements coming soon, just not right now. Because again, things got to line up. They said they're going to sit on Spider-Man for a little bit. Tom Holland wants to take a break. So why not just line it all up, let it sit there, let people miss Spider-Man, and then here's more Spider-Man. It's honestly, I think, best for everybody involved. And I honestly would not be surprised if we hear Uncharted 2 shoots and then they automatically shoot Spider-Man after that, because that might honestly be how Sony wants to do it from now on. Just lock Tom Holland down for an entire year worth of shooting and get it done.